So let me get this straight. An item that used to be one of the rarest, most exclusive rewards in the entire game, which you could only get at the mercy of the RNG gods, the Unpolished Soulstone, is now being sold in the in-game shop. You know, it's just chilling there next to usual stamina packs and XP boost, like it's always belonged there. And honestly, I'd love to say that I was shocked, but I'm not, because I've seen the cracks before. A while ago, I published a video introducing you to the War of Fates, an event that was launched in the Forerunner server. In that mess, that was the first time the developers dipped their toes into the let's monetize rare resources pool. In that event, they dangle 6 refining crystals, which are also supposed to be rare items at the top of the leaderboard. And the only way to compete was by spamming stamina, burning legendary crystals, and basically going broke to optimize your points. That wasn't an event, that was a stress test for the wallet. That's when I realized this wasn't just monetization. This was testing the limits of what players were willing to pay to fast track endgame power. And now they're done testing. They've launched a full product. Because guess what? Soulstones now are paid to own. Unpolished soulstones are used to awaken non-lord heroes, and our awakening is a huge jump in power. We're talking game-changing stats and passives that define PvE metas. Before this shop update, these soulstones were only obtainable to top-tier Drake Chasm chests, and even then we're talking ultra-low drop rates. Most players were lucky to get 2, maybe 3 in a span of a year. So yes, when you see someone with an awakened Kigiri, Lady Alexandra, or now even Valera, you knew they possibly earned it through top guild boss performance, consistent effort, and RNG luck. It was a symbol of grind. Now it's just a symbol of who's got the best credit card limit. So let's not dance around this. Selling unpolished soulstone is a blatant pay to win shortcut. It tells every free to play player and mid spender in the game, hey, thank you for grinding the last 10 months, but Todd here was just able to drop $99 and skip the line. It undermines the entire value of account progression. Why bother pushing the best one or optimizing team comps if the reward system just moves to the cash shop? You're not incentivizing play. You're incentivizing purchases. And once you cross the line, there is no going back because now every rare item in the game is on the table. So what's next? The polished soulstones, Lady Alexandra packs, or a direct ascent to immortality pack? This change doesn't just affect endgame players. It affects everyone who plays with the expectation that grind equals progress. So why introduce a game mode like Abyss 1 if your answer to the solution is simply to purchase an unpolished soulstone so you can get the top chest? If I know that the best rewards can be bought outright, why would I invest the time into a system that values money more than mastery? This action will simply and most importantly fraction the trust between developers and players. When you start selling prestige items, you devalue the grind. And if the grind doesn't matter anymore, then why are we still playing the game? We've seen this movie before. Raid Shadow Legends started selling souls and awakening resources when its growth hit a plateau. Epic 7 introduced pay-to-win selectors and Mystic Pity shops when revenue started to drop. Summoner's Ward added light dark 5s to packs once the free-to-play community started getting frustrated with the RNG. And my favorite, Marble Strike Force, they just slap red stars onto everything. This is not a coincidence. It's what games do when they cannot bring in new players, are losing long-term players, and trying to squeeze the remaining ones. It is called monetizing the base, and it's a sign of desperation. You don't sell soulstones because it's fair. You sell them because you need fast cash from people already invested in the ecosystem. And it works until it doesn't. Look, I'm not saying that the game is doomed yet, but I am saying that this is a slippery slope and the community deserves to push back. We have supported Watch Our Realms through the good events, the character design, and unique mechanics of the game over the last 2 years. Well, those of us in the global server. Some of us have been playing this game a lot longer. But if the future of this game is just turning every rare item into a special offer, then you're not running a gacha anymore. You're running a vending machine with a fantasy theme. So, to the developers, if this was a one off, say so. And if it's the new normal, then be honest about it. But don't pretend that selling soulstones is good for the game when it's clearly just good for the balance sheet. And to the players, if you care about fair progression, if you care about grinding meaning something, you have to speak up. Because if we let this slide, the next thing on sale may just be the future of the game. I am really interested to know what you really think about this pack. Is this the last straw for some of you? Let me know in the comment section of this video. Thank you all very much for tuning in and watching. As always, please do hit like and subscribe on your way out, and I will see you all in the next Watch Our Realms video.